Hello! Oh, it feels like forever since I soaped, because for me it's been forever. It's been a couple of weeks. It's just been so busy. But I mean, that's good. I'm not complaining. I'm really not complaining. But I just had to find time to soap today. It was like that. I'm soaping today. I don't care. That's it. So here I am soaping. And I'm going to see what one of these new fragrances is like. We are using, I don't know, you know, because it's already come up on the screen. I've forgotten because I apparently have the brain span of a gnat. Oh yes, Arabian Nights, which it's just sitting just over there. I don't know what's going on with this right now. It's being a bit weird. I might actually have to give that a whiz. I wasn't going to, but I think I have to. Yeah, right. The goat's milk was a little cold. So we're going to do some soaps coming up soon without goat's milk. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I want to try using no coconut oil at all, because I don't like coconut oil. I find it's very drying. Now, not everybody does. Vivian and I have a strong disagreement on this, and that's fine. She likes it. I don't. I have really dry skin. So I don't like coconut. That's just the way it is. So my normal recipe only has 10% in it anyway. So I'm going to try no coconut oil. I'm going to replace it with shea, because shea is beautiful. And I was going to try coconut milk instead. So you still get coconut. But yeah, no, I've made coconut milk soaps before and they were nice. So I always make goat's milk soap. So I thought it's time that I just stop doing the exact same thing all the time. So I'm not even going to do a drop swirl. I've just jinxed myself. Shit. What I was going to do, and this is the stupidest container to do so in, but whatever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now. Is a ombre pour, which is what I've got black pearl mixed up here in the olive oils, and that was the other reason why I didn't want to stick blend this, but because the goat's milk was so cold. Alright, just get on with it. Stop talking and get on with it. I need to put this in a different container. Well, it's not going in the microwave now. These jugs don't actually fit in the microwave, so I don't use them very much anymore. My new microwave is only just a tiny little cheap one from Kmart, so these big jugs don't fit. These square ones, however, are perfect. But so we'll use this, and then we'll just use this thing for the next soap. Get all this out of here. So all I'm going to do, really simply, is pour some in, put a bit of black in, mix it, pour some in, put a bit of black. So it gradually goes from soap colour to grey, because it's not going to go black. Sorry for the throat clearing, it's bad today. So, alright, here we go. I'll put that over there, move that to there. Oh, so how have you all been? Is everybody keeping well? Nobody's sick, I hope. Apparently here in Australia, nobody thinks there's such a thing as a virus anymore. I went to Yamba the other day because I had to get Rego on the van, and it's just life is just normal over there. So, well, life's just normal here too, but I just don't tend to leave the house. Now, should I don't actually have a choice. I have to put all of the fragrance in. Look at the colour of it. So it's got no vanillin in it, by the way, so I don't know what's going to happen. You know what, I'll just put it in because, let's live dangerously over here. If it does anything stupid, we'll just change plans. Simple. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. It's kind of masculine. It's kind of got that aftershave-y smell to it, but it's also got some of those like woodsy scents that I don't really like. I think a lot of people will actually really like this. Alright, let's stop farting about. Oh, this container is massive. Oh shit. This container is massive. This is not going to go real well. I can see already because this is thickening. So we will just do it fairly quickly and just not do a lot of layers. So and that's the reason why I had the mica mixed up in the oil, so I didn't have to mix it with the stick blender and could just mix it with the spatch. It's definitely not a bad scent. I'm not hating on it, honestly. It's just, it's not my cup of tea. You know, you guys know me, you know I like citruses and that sort of thing. So we might just go a couple of times. Oh, that's so heavy. Super heavy. A little bit more. Oh. But yeah, just something a little different. Every now and then I like to do something a little different. But yeah, I tell you what, you guys like bloody purple shapers, don't ya? Holy cow! Oh dear. The white's completely gone, but the white's completely gone because I tested everything with white. There's been very few people who have ordered a white shaper, I can tell you that. But purple, my god, purple's just... And I went to order some filament today, and they're out of stock, so... Of purple, yeah. And they're out of red. Which I haven't actually offered up yet, but I've got some new colours coming soon and some new shapers coming soon, so all sorts of things happening, a whole bunch of stamps, but yeah, it's just a matter of getting them on the website because the website's being dopey. It just really is, it's just being stupid. I have actually got new hosting. I'm currently setting that up. I don't think I'm going to be able to migrate everything the way I want to, so I think what's going to happen is everyone's going to have to re-sign up and you won't be able to have an order history, but I'm trying really hard to get it sorted, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen at this point. So, mostly because the host that I'm currently with don't reckon there's anything wrong with the website, so they're just being dicks about it, which is really friggin' annoying because, you know, I have recommended them to so many people and I have been with them for a really long time, like seriously a long time. I'm talking like 15 years with them, so you know, it's kind of pissing me off that they just, oh, you know, on our end the page loads in 3 minutes. I'm like, that's fine, the page loads at your end in 3 minutes. I can sit here for 10 and not get one page to load in the admin, so you know, yet every other thing loads just fine for me. So why is it just your website? Oh no, there's nothing wrong our end. So yeah, so I have signed up with Host Tinger, which wasn't a bad price, honestly. And we'll see how that goes. That is definitely faster. Definitely faster. Like, I can add new products to the store in about like 5 minutes, whereas in my current host it's taken me like over half an hour to add one product to the store. So yeah, there's that. So that's happening. But yeah, all sorts of things going on. I'm making some interesting things with the 3D printers. Because I have two now, I told you guys, right? I have two printers now. I always thought it was weird that people get a 3D printer and then they get more. And I was like, that's just such an overkill. Why would you do that? I didn't have a bloody choice. Mate, I tell you guys are just throwing these orders in thick and fast. I can't keep up with just one printer, so... Oh, this is so good. I can't believe how well this is playing for something that did accelerate a little bit. That's a little high now, but just don't have anything else to sit it on. So, we might make this one... we might get two more in there. We'll see. It is getting fairly thick, so... But yeah, the smell's kind of, it's kind of hard to describe. It's definitely kind of like an aftershave. I don't even know. It's not like 1 million-ish. More sort of, it's kind of more old-fashioned. Not like, kind of like Old Spice, but not. It's so hard to explain fragrances. I'm so stupid. I'm really not good at it. Which does not bode well because I've got more fragrances coming. Yeah, couldn't help myself. If you guys buy things off my website, I'm going to buy things. So yeah, so I've put in another order with Aussie Candle Supplies. And funnily enough, I did it the same day that Buddy Keeley brought out a video. And she had used the exact same fragrance that I had ordered that morning. Obviously, you know, she'd... What? Well, I guess that's what's happening now. Obviously, she'd made the soap before I ordered it. Like, she would have made the soap, I don't know, however long ago. It was just such a weird coincidence that I'd put the order in and I was sort of tooling around on the internet and I went, oh, I'll go and have a look, see what's on YouTube. And then there's her video with what it was, bamboo and shea or whatever the hell it was. And I was like, what? So weird. So it'll be interesting to see if I like it or not. And it's actually really good because her recipe often plays really differently than mine with things. So it's really cool to see how one fragrance can behave so differently in different recipes. But yeah, so it was just so weird that I had just ordered it, you know, so. Alright, so yeah, we'll just put the rest of this in here. Like this. I think we should get a nice gradient out of this actually. Don't think I'll get any more out of that. I'll try. But it's reasonably black, so I'm pretty happy with that, I've got to say. Oh, well, whatever, just make more mess, because, you know, you haven't made enough already. Oh, dear. So, yeah, so it's all go for me here at the moment, which is really good. I just have to be careful. There's... Blah, 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 spit sentences out, please. When you're bipolar, the bi part of it is you have ups and downs, right? And we swing a lot more wildly than normal human beings. And when a bipolar person gets excited about things and, you know, starts feeling good, we can slip into mania really, really easily. And I can kind of feel, because things are just going so well, except for the whole website situation, because everything's going so well for me right now, I can feel that sort of, that manic slip happening. So I'm trying to be really careful. I'm making sure, that friggin' microphone's got to go. Yeah, I'm making sure that I'm taking my medication properly and, you know, all that sort of stuff, and trying not to get too overwhelmed and too full on about things. So the thing is, with a lot of people, they don't understand the triggers and end up in like really bad manic states, but for the most part I'm pretty good with it. Like, I know a lot of times when I'm manic and I just refuse to acknowledge it, just go with it, because honestly being manic is, I won't say better than being depressed, because sometimes it's really not, but it's like having ADHD in a lot of ways, because you don't finish things, and you have bugger all attention span, like that, and that's one of the things that I've noticed in the last week. Oh my god, that's so bad. Is that I am having trouble watching 10-minute long YouTube videos. I get to, 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm bored with this, let's go, and that's when I know that things are just not going well. Now, I don't know, to completely get off that topic, what to do with the top of this, because even though that's slightly set up, look how loose that still is, guys. This is a good fragrance. I would recommend this. Didn't accelerate, it didn't rise. Who knows if it'll discolour? It says it's got no vanillin, so I don't really want to put sprinkles on it. It needs something though, doesn't it? What about some botanicals? I think some botanicals would be nice, actually. I even know which ones. So what we might do, just try and get this to sit up without being too, yeah, it's still very loose. Wow, that's great. It'd be interesting to see what it does. Oh, my printers will be finished. Shit, I'll need to go inside. Oh dear. Alright, let's get the botanicals. Yeah. I will in a minute. I'll just cut this bit out, it's fine. Been filming on such high def that my computer can't handle it. I've had to turn the definition down on the camera. Because I was in like FHD, so now I'm just in HD. I'm actually not liking the smell now. I walked away and I walked back and it's very woodsy. I was like, oh yeah, no, not a fan. Glad I wore gloves. These are jasmine buds. I'm just tipping them out because it's easier to get to them. And you've got to break the little stalk off. So I'm just going to chuck these down one side. Like this. I'm not going to put them in line. I will fast forward this so you don't have to watch it slow. Focus in, bitch face. There you go. Whoop, smack the mic. That's not a euphemism for anything. Yeah, no, the more I'm standing here smelling this, the more I don't like it. So I nearly ripped my gloves off as I was doing these as well. And don't do that. So yeah, alright. Well, thanks for coming along. I'll see you for the cutting. Ta-da. Hello. I have come to cut this beastie. It's actually got a bit of ashing on top, which is really surprising for me. You can see it worked. Alright. I'm going to cut through a few of those. Ah well, never mind. Wow, this is super hard for only having made it yesterday. That's pretty surprising actually. That's actually really surprising, honestly. Wow, okay. Well, there goes the end. Hey, it worked. Oh, this is so hard. Not move you. Just a bit closer. Oh god, no, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, yeah, today's the day for it. If the shit's going to hit the fan, it'll be today. Trust me. Beautiful night's sleep. Woke up this morning with sinus so bad. That's why I sound like this, I guess. Ooh, well that's a little interesting. Let me see that. Move you back a smidge. Look at this. Focus, you piece of shit. Look at that on the edges. That should be interesting. That's actually, I don't know if the camera's quite picking up, but it's very pink. So it'll be interesting to see if this discolours. This one is not supposed to have any vanillin. So, but yeah, I don't know if this is the one that's caused the sinus, or whether it's just because it's cold. Like, it's only 15 degrees at the moment. Yes, I only have short sleeves on because I'm also having a hot flush. So I tell you what, getting old is not graceful at all. So, and I've just, yeah, I had to leave the house because Cat was whinging at me and I'm like, no, can't do it. I just cannot do it. But this has come up quite nice, hasn't it? So yeah, I quite like it. Don't like the smell at all. The smell is just making my face want to explode off of itself. But yeah, it looks nice. I'll give it that. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted. So that's always nice when that happens, I guess. I'm talking to the camera when the microphone is in the opposite direction, so that's always kind of amusing. Oh, look at that, straight between the flowers. Well done, you. But yes. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. So that's it. That's our soap done. Alright guys. Thanks for coming along on the easy peasy ride that one was. I will see you for the next one.